Yeah, Michael who stays back.
Yeah, there you go. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming. Sorry
Hmm
we couldn't meet you before Storm. Some
It's
stuff was
alright.
going
Been
on at the same time.
swamped.
Yeah, no kidding. Um, are you ready for the trial today?
Wow, you did it way more excited than with Boone earlier.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm trying to be ready. I'm very nervous about it, but I am prepared to do what I need to do.
Hey, don't be worried. You know, only the governor's gonna be there, a bunch of command, a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, that's awesome. That just a few
You know,
people, just a few. It's just a high profile case and all. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. So, here we'll do the same rundown I did with Boone. Close your eyes for me. We'll paint a picture. All right.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So, imagine this, right? You, Boone, and James, you know, were doing about your business when you were so politely asked to, you know, go to sheriff's station as you're being detained. You know, you all complied willingly, nicely. You're like, yeah, you know, good citizen. You complied. You went to the sheriff's station. You know, James taking off his weapons. You know, y'all were acting all kind and good, and big old mean Frederick McCarthy started yelling.
Hmm
Now, James, again, you know, we're gonna focus in on James, was being very compliant. You know, he's putting his weapons down. He wasn't you know aggressive or nothing. He was just being a good old person, but a bit confused by the situation. You know, so he was asking some questions, but overall he wasn't aggressive, right? That's the thing. James was not aggressive. Put those three big words in your head, bolded, imprinted, 40 size
hmm
font, italicized, underlined. Um, so you may open your eyes now. That is the image we are pushing. So when it comes down to it, him shooting at you and him shooting Boone are two things that he just cannot defend against.
hmm
Like those are undefensible. Like there's no argument he can put up that would hold any weight. Those are surefire charges. Him battering James, however, is not a surefire charge
All right.
because if he can prove and if he puts forth the argument that James was somehow not being, you know, not complying, he was being aggressive, he was being disorderly, he as a deputy would then have the right to, you know, use force, you know, if he needs to make a detainee or someone who is being arrested comply, specifically someone who's being arrested, right?
hmm
So that is the argument he's going to probably try and put forth, is that James was not being complicit, you know, he was being disorderly, all that stuff. So that's why he pistol whipped him.
But the thing is, in my witness statement, I made it very detailed, and I mean, I can see the picture that you're painting in my eyes, but they have accounts of my witness statement, and in my witness statement, I put word for word what Jimmy said.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not like disagreeing with you. I'm saying this is what needs to be like
they will
brought up.
try and
So
twist it, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
so we need to be sure, like when you go up on the stand and you're being asked questions, when talking about James, right?
hmm
Talk about him, of course, and in a way that makes him appear compliant, orderly, you know, like he wasn't doing anything to necessarily, obviously, you know, he said some things here and there, right?
hmm
But he wasn't doing any actions or refusing to comply
I see.
or
Okay.
anything that would justify McCarthy then hitting him. You know what I mean?
hmm Yeah.
That is what needs to be like that's what we have to make sure is brought up
All
and
right.
ensure is like testified for. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the other charges, you know, they're basically squared away. They're a done deal. It's that charge specifically that we need to ensure is
Mhm.
worked carefully on. Do you know if he's around?
Jimmy? No, he's
Oh,
not.
what did I do? I keep on calling him James.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
I didn't want to correct you.
I
Yeah,
mean, I think you could form if you meet him tomorrow. You could formally call him Jimothy. He loves that.
Jimothy. Oh yeah, I'll be sure to call up Jimothy to Stan.
Uh huh.
Um,
Oh
if
boy.
you can see him before I do, right?
Mhm.
In his statement he gave to me, right? He was basically saying how even when he was knocked down, he was still basically conscious.
Oh, that was
Is
it.
so here I'll just I don't know if did you read his statement, Rude? Here I'll pick up the line.
Yeah, but I was tired yesterday.
No, you're good.
I tried to tell Jimmy that, but I knew I forgot something. Like how you're basically telling Iris the exact same. Like, can you tell Jimmy this? What I did yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, brother. Hope you don't mind, but it's better to do this twice with Dre here.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
sort
it's
of a
fine.
mistake case.
No, exactly. I would rather the thoroughness than running around like a
Mm-hmm.
chicken with my head cut off.
So yeah, he said in his statement, that's when Frederick McCarthy came up and pistol whipped me. Luckily, it wasn't too bad, but I did fall to the ground and couldn't stand up. I was bleeding from the head, and I could still see him pointing his weapon at Boone and Iris, who were screaming at him. And he just went on to continue to describe the scene of which was happening.
Mhm.
Obviously, I can now retract his statement.
Yeah.
However, and if he were to feel so inclined as to just shut up,
That's
um,
different.
that is different. So obviously, he should tell the truth on the stand if he's asked. However, if he's not specifically asked, he should always answer, right,
Yeah.
that he was hit over the head and he was knocked to the ground, unable to get up.
But he.
Because,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, because for attempted second, right, the person needs to be incapacitated.
Incapacitated. Yeah.
His statement doesn't make it sound like he was incapacitated. His statement sounds like it's aggravated battery with a weapon, or just battery with a weapon, versus aggravated attempted second, which is what we're trying to push.
Mhm.
So if he, gets asked to elaborate, that's, fair because
Yeah.
it's in the statement. But if he just, doesn't mention that part, that's different in court.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully the defense doesn't catch on that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Do you? Yeah. That's like the main thing. Also, why I want to talk to him. Like, just be sure he knows that part. Like, he should not lie on the stand. However, he should just ensure that it sounds like, in what he said, he was knocked to the ground, unable to get up. You know,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Okay. I'll definitely make sure to tell him, but I'll also see if he can try to be around before the case and reach out to you if possible.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's basically just the same spiel I gave to you and Boone. I'd give to him. Is just like you were complying, you were orderly, you were
Close
good.
your eyes. Draw
Yeah, close
painting.
your eyes, picture this with me.
Do you tell that to everybody for court?
So, yeah,
Huh.
Now, do you have any questions, Miss Murdoch, at all
um
about the case, about us, why we look so good, why Rube got that little stank to him?
Dre, I will fucking punch you.
not necessarily. I feel like if I had been to a case before, I would probably know what to ask you, but this is all kind of new, so I don't even know what to
Well,
really
do you want me
ask.
to tell you how it basically works?
I sure.
You could
I
put
mean,
this.
do you? I mean, would you like me to explain the process to you? Did that make you
I mean,
more comfortable?
I think I kind of grasp the
Yeah.
concept. One side gives up and gives their side of the story, and then the other will get up and give their side of the story, and then they call witnesses and they cross examine each other and stuff. It's
Yeah.
just I'm oh, it's just I've never sat in one, so it's gonna
Hmm.
be interesting.
So another thing which I actually forgot to bring up to Boone, and if you could, you need to be prepared for Frederick McCarthy to be asking you questions.
Oh,
Because
Mhm.
he's self-represented, so he's going to be talking to you. And he's going to be talking to Boone, and he's going to be talking to Jimmy.
that is interesting because usually the things that come out of his mouth is akin to a 5-year-old. So,
Yeah, I know he has like little court experience, but
Yeah. So I and Rube are, of course, when we can, going to be objecting. At least I'm hoping to object as much as I can to probably throw him off.
yeah, I
mhm.
practiced. Objection,
Yeah.
hearsay.
Objection.
Objection, 5-year-old.
Yeah. However, when he asks questions that, cannot be objected to, you, Boone, and Jimmy need to be prepared to answer them and do so in a way that is not giving attitude or hostile or like aggressive or none of that.
Okay. Okay.
And if it makes sense, like don't give any, don't slip up on anything potentially that could work in his favor, because that's what he's gonna do.
Mhm.
I'm
Like
gonna
don't lie, but keep it short.
yeah, I'll try not to. I have a bad habit of uh word vomiting.
He didn't say.
I'll try
Sorry.
to take a deep breath and
Yeah,
um
just stay calm.
consider.
Just, you know, talk to him the least amount possible, which I'm sure
Yeah,
you would want to do anyways.
Yeah.
because even if
Just,
you,
yeah.
sorry,
No, go.
even if you like answer something, like if you make like a 5 sentence answer instead of like a 2-word answer, he's gonna use all those 5 sentences to like try and turn it around against you.
Mhm. Okay. No, that's good advice.
Yeah. A lot of people there, you got the governor there who's probably, and is on the side of Mr. McCarthy.
Yeah,
So,
Awesome.
yeah.
so we need, I'll be real
Give
quick.
me a sec.
We
Mhm.
need to ensure that everything is done to the best of its ability and details don't change
Mm-hmm.
and, nothing slips out and that everyone is acting in a way that does not give them contempt of court.
Yeah. Oh, and
Okay.
don't curse.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
curse.
Don't
Patrick
curse or
Oh
Swayze.
swear. Yeah, yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I almost
If,
got
Ah.
a fucking contempt of court because of that as a prosecutor. So yeah.
if you do think you're going to swear, bring money. And if you
Yeah,
put money in a swear jar, you won't get
it's
contempt.
fine. But yeah, just
Okay.
be prepared, keep it short because I
Yeah.
mean, uh, yeah, Dre doesn't mind me saying this. Uh, it's like what Dre said, right? The charges are basically a done deal. But you being a mean criminal and a remnant and all that,
Mhm.
uh, the entire state wants you guys to fail, except for us.
I
We've given
yeah.
them several deputies.
I'm not surprised and I don't blame them for
Yeah,
wanting that.
Look, here's the thing. At least me personally. And yeah, I said it to Boone. I ain't a big fan of you guys, just in general.
Yeah. It's okay.
However, I think a criminal is a criminal no matter who it is.
I think a
You
deputy
know,
criminal's way worse.
yeah. And yeah, a deputy criminal, in my opinion, is way worse. Because I think that's kind of just like a betrayal of
Yeah.
what we signed up on.
Mhm.
At least Iris over here is I am a criminal. I rob stores and not hiding behind a badge and shit. I hate it. But yeah, that's also why we're prosecuting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what's up. Any questions?
No, no. It's just gonna be me just making sure I have my head on straight for
Be
tomorrow.
properly dressed. I'll tell the others as well, especially
Oh, yeah.
Boone.
What kind of properly dressed? Like, do I have to wear a dress or can I wear
No,
like a
I mean, you
Just look
can.
pantsuit?
professional.
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
face wearing, but better
The
Okay.
fuck?
shoes, especially.
just like what he's wearing, but like couple
Yeah.
steps like upper class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you will also be asked to take off coats and hats and stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't bother with a coat and a hat.
Um, what else should you know for your first time in court? It's pretty straight. I mean, thankfully we got a good judge.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, Margaret Winters is very good.
yeah. Which